This video is intended to cover common forms of discrimination against women in the workplace. Over the years, our law firm has spoken to numerous women who are impacted in a discriminatory way in their workplace, and these are a few of the areas that we find commonly come up. Many of the protections afforded to women in the workplace are rooted in the protections afforded by virtue of their gender or gender identity. Now, every single person working in the workplace has a gender identity. This video does not cover everything related to gender discrimination. We're trying to focus specifically on what topics may affect women predominantly in the workplace. Okay, so here are some interesting tidbits that I'm sure will surprise absolutely zero women in America. Even though women in America make up almost, if not exactly half of the workforce, and in families where there are children, they are predominantly either co-breadwinners or the breadwinners. And on top of all of that, they have more bachelor's and graduate's degrees than their male counterparts. You will not be surprised to learn that women in the workplace are receiving far less pay for the exact same work as their male contemporaries. So one of the main drivers of the pay gap that I've just talked about is what's called the opportunity gap. And it sounds like the same thing, except it's really not. There are many different factors that go into what is the ultimate truth, which is that women see far less opportunity for advancement than male contemporaries, despite things like having better education, more work experience, visibility in other roles, and that is borne out for a number of reasons, virtually all of which are unlawful. Pregnancy discrimination really touches the cornerstones of this video in one way. When women take maternity leave, which can be commonly found within the FMLA or the New York State Paid Family Leave Law, a lot of times that leave is what ends up being the basis of the animus that a woman will then feel upon returning back to her workplace. So the research sort of bears that out, that when women take up to 12 months of leave for the basis of caring for an infant or a loved one, a lot of times that becomes the moment when the workplace really shifts for that woman. If you believe that your workplace has shifted as the result of taking one of these types of leave, you should really call Experienced Employment Counsel. Another area in which we have found that women are regularly impacted in their workplace in a discriminatory way is sexual harassment. A real reason why we'd like to talk about sexual harassment in this video is because many victims of sexual harassment often find themselves to also be the target of pay or opportunity advancement disparity. Oftentimes, a perpetrator of sexual harassment will also have some influence over whether that victim has the ability to advance in their career or get a raise or a promotion. And so you could imagine that the opportunity gap does widen after women say no or complain about sexual harassment in the workplace. If you and your female coworkers believe that your employer is treating you less well than your male counterparts because you are women, you should seek out Experienced Employment Counsel to learn more about your rights.